Bang on time, Tom. Bang on time.
I feel like we just need to like shimmy over a little bit. I've been edging towards you this
Yeah,
whole
I know.
time, and you've just been slowly gliding away from
Well,
me.
no, it wasn't intentional. I would, of course, be more than happy with those advances from you.
Just us chasing each other around the room. Welcome back to poker.
Poker. Today we have a cash game, Tom.
Cash money
Something I've asked for a while.
for pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, if when you see the table, there is real money on the table.
Holy shit!
So everybody's had to buy in for 20 quid. There's actual money at stake, and I think this will improve the standard of poker. At the very least, people will consider things because they're actually putting money in the middle, their own money, not just bits of plastic that have no inherent value. Unlike paper money, Tom, which, albeit a fiat value, you can still exchange it for goods and services. Plastic, you cannot. So the blinds are 25 and 50, i.e. 25p and 50p. Those are the blinds. Nice and simple. Yeah. And you get 2,000 chips to start with, so it's gonna be action. There's gonna be action. Two things. First of all, there's no threat of getting knocked out. You can buy back at any point. You get knocked out, reach into your pocket. Your buybacks are limited by your bankroll and your balls.
Who's going to be the king of the buyback today?
The ovaries. Sorry?
Someone's going to be fucking buying back.
Lewis, deep pockets Brindley.
Nice.
The birthday boy. Poker and your birthday. Poker doesn't care. Lady Luck spurns those whose birthday it is or who are deserving of fortune, because Lady Luck has no favourites.
Yeah, so he's going to want to win. He's going to want to come good on his birthday.
We know Lulu. He's going to want to
throw it for him as a birthday gift.
No, especially not for Lulu, because they want to crush it. It's Lewis
him.
Brindley of the Yogscast. You want to beat him. You want that little notch on the poker bedpost.
Cry on his birthday.
Exactly. And he's playing right now with... Who's that lad on the left with the beard?
So that's Matt. So Matt, he does streaming. He's within our network.
Okay.
We've got Duncan.
Yeah.
Then there's our beautiful young Paul Sykes,
Yep.
Shin in the middle. Then there's Tom Hazel, who's turned up with the shades. So...
so we're five-handed.
In the editors room. So he's one of our editors. Also, he is part of High Rollers.
Look at the money on the table there, Tom.
Oh my god, that is cash money. Right,
Jack Queen for Lewis. He's called 500.
Wow.
That cannot be right. This
just
is
going
bonkers.
in, just a fiver straight away. Well, I think he wants to fucking just make a big play. He wants to come in bold and proud. He wants to set the table up and make people respect him until Terps turns up, and then, he ruins everything.
Okay, well, there are two jacks on the flop and a tray. So Lewis is loving. Look at him grinning. Look at this relaxed Lewis. He's like, oh, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I.e., I don't know how I can get all of your money as quickly as possible.
I'll bet.
Yeah, of course you'll bet. No one's got anything. They should all get out of the way, please.
I don't know, Shin and Duncan just want to play some cards to start off with.
For 25% of their stack.
Yeah, it's just a fiver.
In the first hand. As long as they're happy to buy back in, no problem with this whatsoever. Kids, don't try this at home. Shin looking professorial there. He looks like a professor at Cornell. He'd be doing something to do with robotics. He's called?
Oh no, Shin.
I want to be sick.
What's he got? What's he aiming for?
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank
Lewis.
you.
Happy birthday, boy.
Birthday. It's going to be a quick game of poker if I play like I want to play.
Tom folded, Duncan folded, so Shin is going to try and bluff. There is only one spade out there. There's no draws for him at all. A queen doesn't give him a better hand. Nothing gives him a better hand. A queen, in fact, gives Lewis a full house. So Shin is drawing dead.
Was Lewis just... Because Lewis is sat at this end.
Yeah.
He kept looking over to one side, and I wasn't sure where he was looking. But I just saw there's the big stack of...
Oh, he's looking at the money!
Actual physical money. He keeps glancing down to his left.
Oh no, he's going to buy it. Lewis is putting him on the flush. The thing is, it's a reasonable thing to put Shin on, because what else is he calling with here?
All right, I'm all in.
Lewis is called his bluff. He's gone all in.
Oh my god.
Shin, please don't call. You've got
He's gonna
nothing.
do it. He's gonna fucking do it.
He can't call. He has queen high. He has two pair, jacks and fives with a queen. All right, Lewis has a full house. So it doesn't even matter if Shin has made his flush.
I don't like poker. I had to check that because I thought I might have had king queen, but I actually do have jack queen. Alright, I'll fold.
Finally, Shin folds. Oh, my goodness. All right, so the dealer needs to know that he has to burn one, then turn one. Maybe he was doing it and I just wasn't seeing it. Oh, he puts it on the little card reader thingy.
Right,
Okay. Okay. Now he's got to shuffle. Let's see how he shuffles. Oh, good God. Woof. This kind of card game where someone's going to get shot, Tom. If that's the shuffling, it's going to be a little pistol he pulled any second. I don't like your shuffling, partner. I don't like your face.
Well, Lewis is the only one with... Oh, actually, no, I guess Duncan. Duncan's got the sleeves to hide like a derringer.
Yeah. Like in Taxi Driver when he just pops it out of his
Holy
sleeve.
shit.
I need to get in there and break this young Lebanese boy in half.
Shut Lewis down.
Can't be having this. Look at him. You know who's not there to rein this in? Lewis was the one who designed the timetable. Who's not at the table?
What, Terps?
Terps. Lewis's mortal nemesis. The man who Lewis cannot bully and cannot read, and who will lead everyone else down the garden path and blow Lewis's mind. It's his nemesis,
I want to
Terps.
see... I'd like to see like a section where there's Terps playing, because he just...
Oh, he's going to play.
He always runs the game.
Oh, he's going to play.
But then get Smith in there as well, because then you have the sort of unstoppable force versus the immovable object, and those
You
guys
really do.
just... Not that like Smith necessarily beats Terps, but I think that throws him off his game, because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can't now
He can't bully
just be
Billy
in charge
Smithy.
of the
Yeah,
table. But yeah, I think Lewis, who did put the timetable together, maybe has constructed this in a way... Because are you and Lewis at the table at the same time in the timetable?
Not sure. Not sure.
Because you're going to be playing later, aren't you?
I am going to play later. After this first like hour and a half or something like that, I'll step in, play a bit, cast a bit. So I'm going to be doing a bit of everything today. So bear in mind that most hands are shit, right? Like the average hand is Queen 7. Matt in the lead here with Ace 2, just because he's got the best hand. And but you know, in a lot of situations like that, it's whoever bets first. Flop is kind of, you know, fairly scary. What is that? A king and a...
There's an ace there.
Ace and a king and a 9.
He's got the pair of aces.
Yeah,
on
he's got the aces. He should
table.
bet it a little bit, and everyone else should fold, and you pick up the blinds. That's most poker hands. Do you want to hear something mind-blowing? I'm probably going to misremember it, but I'm going to be close.
I'm preparing my mind
All
to
right.
be blown.
Someone at home can correct me on Reddit.
Citation needed.
Citation very much needed, but this is the PFLAX recollection of something very cool, all right? So if you had, instead of one planet like Earth in our solar system,
Right.
let's say you had 1 billion of them.
1 billion Earths.
Right, all around the sun. Each one of those had 10 billion people on it. And every single one of the people on all the planets in that fake 10 billion Earth solar system each had a pack of cards, and they were shuffling them, dealing them out to check the order, and shuffling them again. And they could do that once per second. They were very fast at it.
Okay, I know where this is going. It's the...
Wait, don't ruin it, Tom, because some of the viewers at home
I
might
just feel
enjoy
like
this.
I've heard a cooler version
I'm
of
sure you
this.
have. And then, I'm sorry if it's not cool enough for you. It's the
It's
best
just-
I can do. You can tell me the cooler one afterwards. Can I finish the story, please? Jesus. So then, in the galaxy, there's 100 billion solar systems exactly like that one. And there are 100 billion galaxies like that one. So you've got 100 billion galaxies, each containing 100 billion solar systems, each solar system containing 1 billion planets, each with 10 billion people on, all shuffling decks of cards once per second, and they've been doing that since the beginning of time. You still haven't dealt every single possible combination in a deck of 52 playing cards.
Bam.
Pretty nuts.
I like that.
What's your better one?
Okay, so my one, I just find is like, it's not... I didn't
It's
come
all
up
right, if
with
it's
this.
better, it's better. I could take it.
It's just more tangible, because you're just saying like 1 billion, then it's
Yeah, they're
times
big
1 billion,
numbers, Tom.
and...
It's a big number. But anyway, I'd like to hear your one.
So this one, so it's the version I heard that I quite liked, which was, let's say you've got someone stood on the equator of the Earth, and we're counting the number of seconds that this takes. And so it's something like every single year, they take a single step forwards. As soon as they've completed a full lap around the Earth, they put a single sheet of paper at their starting point.
Right.
They then continue this until that stack of paper has reached the moon.
Right.
As soon as it's done that, they then throw like a single grain of sand into the Grand Canyon. And then they go around until that stack of papers hit the moon again. Throw the next grain of sand. Once the Grand Canyon is filled up, you're about 1/8 of the way to the number of combinations, assuming that every second that has passed is a different number in that probability.
Interesting.
So it's a very, very vast number.
It's a ridiculously
like
big number.
incalculable. Like I love the idea of just you can shuffle a deck of cards that has never ever been done before. Or
Yeah.
odds say it has never been done before.
I watched an episode of The Twilight Zone. It was one of the more modern ones, but it was still good, where this couple get caught in the wrong time period.
I respect
And
Okay.
every minute of time is like a boxcar. This is how they describe it. And 11 to 11:01 exists in this space.
Right.
And then when you move on, everybody moves on to the next minute of time.
Okay.
They have to disassemble everything they built in 11 to 11:01. So they wake up and there's people in their house putting things in their house, and they're all dressed completely in blue masks and everything. Like, who the hell are all these people? And they're putting things in our house, rearranging it, and they're like scuffing up the floor deliberately and everything like that.
Okay.
And they're building the physical world that exists in that minute frame of time that everyone will inhabit
Right.
for 1 minute. And then at the end of that minute, they have to take it all down again. And he says, have you ever had that thing where you can't find your keys? They ask him, do mistakes ever happen? They meet like the constructor.
Okay.
Does mistakes ever happen? He says, have you ever had that thing where you can't find your keys and you look around and for a few minutes you come back and they were right where you left them in the first place? He goes, mistakes happen. Sometimes we forget to put things where they should be.
Shit.
I was like, that's good.
That's like a nice way to explain, those like little
Yeah.
mishaps. You know what? One of the coolest sci-fi or sort of idea premises I've heard recently, it was your bodega law planet,
Which one?
the lawyer planet.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's just such a nice little idea. The entire thing is built around everyone.
Everyone's lawsuits that acts
Just
as collateral, essentially.
like,
It was funny.
That was a really cool premise. I was like,
Thank
know
you.
what? Imperial, that's really smart.
Thank you, Tom. Thought of it on the toilet.
Really? Was this while you were going through like, oh my god, I'm being sued by these guys and these guys, and like, but I'm also suing these people.
Yeah, so
like,
I can say,
holy
look,
shit.
I can't pay you, but I'm owed this from a lawsuit
Yeah, yeah.
settlement. It'll come in any year. Yeah.
Lewis is winning so far. Shin is doing terribly.
I try to think of scenarios where something that's already in existence is taken to a massive extreme.
Oh, a bit like in Black Mirror, where it's just like
Yeah, like social networks.
these, but bad.
Exactly. So it's literally like, think of something, but exaggerate it and just see where that goes. Or
Make it-
something that we're already doing. What is the end point for that? Look at Lewis. He's an extreme version of something. The peak of physical perfection. Tom Hazel rocking the Yogscast hoodie. Mine arrived. It's actually pretty cool.
It's nice.
I don't
It's
normally
nice,
go for that kind of stuff. I
nice
actually quite
material.
like it.
It's quite like soft, it's comfy.
Shin is down to £6.
It's fine. I think
Lulu's
he fully
almost doubled up.
expected-
Lulu has doubled up in like 5 hands. And I haven't even seen any big hands yet. Tom's got ace jack. This is going to get interesting.
I'll just call.
Wow, you're both very interested in this hand.
Lewis should get out of the way, but he's got the money.
Wow, I was drawing to the
Just-
wheel. Not the wheel, the wraparound.
To the wheel. Nice. The wheel is the straight ace to 5, by the way. 6.
So
6.
Duncan's looking pretty with the
70.
3 sixes on the table now.
300.
Tom,
Is that 50 or 100? Oh, Tom's raising it up. Tom's making a play. So Tom is doing what a lot of people doing with ace jack, losing money. Nice call from Duncan. Just smoothed it. Tom now, look, when he does that, that's a nervous look.
yeah, like
The hand rub,
oh,
and then
shit.
thinking, I'm moving my hands too much, I better interlace my fingers and look stoic. So when you see people rubbing their hands or moving nervously and then suddenly stopping, you realize that they think, shit, they've noticed.
500.
Card comes down, he's got nothing, immediately reaches for chips. Is that it? He hasn't crossed the line, so technically not a bet, but the dealer can count it anyway.
Is that a call?
Oh,
Oh, that is the sloppiest of betting, but it's a call. I think that was 1,000.
What you got?
Might have been 100.
Ace jack of nothing. He's got
King 6.
very smart.
Duncan played that well. Got a maximum value.
Sort of bluffing.
I was just constantly trying to push. Yeah, sort of bluffing. Absolutely bluffing.
Tom, a little unlucky there, but because the 3 spades on board might have given Duncan pause, but
But that's assuming that Duncan even noticed that there were 3 spades on the board.
it's a big bet with 3 spades on the board. It says pay me off, but at the same time, because it says pay me off, maybe it's harder to fold to
Alright,
it.
let's only play good poker now, guys.
I had a middle pair, and then it turned into a straight.
Here's the thing, Tom. Imagine if I hit my hand and I bet a huge amount. Am I saying to you, I want you to call this bet because you should be scared of what you see, right? Like imagine if there's an obvious straight out there or an obvious flush and I bet a huge amount. wouldn't you be thinking, why would you bet so much if you actually want me to call you?
Yeah.
But that's how sometimes you can get paid off by players that don't believe your big bet, is by over betting it, betting a huge amount,
shit,
and they'll get
okay.
curious, or they'll just say, he's bluffing, and then they'll pay you off. But sometimes people do overbet on a bluff. They'll think, I've got to pay enough here to scare them. But then the question is, well, if you actually have it, wouldn't you want to get paid? We got some cards here. King 10, 8-9, pair of
okay.
trays, even Queen 8 and 10 Jack. And the flop is Ace 9-5. 10 Jack, he's got the straight.
He's got the straight, but he's got the mega straight with a 9 as well.
He has the double, he has the 6-card straight, Tom.
The 6-card straight.
We forgot to put this rule in.
I love the 6-card straight.
You didn't quite make it straight.
Damn.
Oh my god.
He actually had the 10 Jack.
No, he has the 6-card straight. Everyone has to give him a tenner.
It's the 6-card straight. He gets bonus chips.
I think that's what we should do.
Everyone knows
The
this.
dealer has to give him an extra 100 or something. I went away and I hadn't done this in a while. I looked up all the nicknames for cards, and there are some unbelievable card nicknames out there, like you wouldn't believe.
What's the sexiest?
Do you want to hear some funky ones?
I want to hear like.
All right, you want to hear the most bonkers ones that there are. Some of them are off the chain, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, so Ace. Some people call it Alan Alda.
Alan Alda.
Yeah, the actor, Alan Alda. Batteries, like a couple of AA batteries.
Right.
Big Smoke. I quite like that one. But Flying Nazis.
Flying Nazis.
Because an A looks like a plane, and the Nazis had the most successful flying aces in the Air Force. So it's like a couple of aces, 2 flying aces.
I
Flying
feel
Nazis.
like you're making.
Stretching it.
And does a A look a lot like a plane?
Or a Nazi.
It's pointy. It looks more like
Anna
a rocket.
Kournikova.
I thought that was.
Anna Kournikova, so it's because her initials are.
Oh, that's
A.
Ace King, yeah.
Right. Also, looks good but never wins.
Yeah, I was reading that. I think I saw that on Reddit the other day and was like, that's good. I like that. That's tight.
Foamy Cleanser. That's Ace Jack. Ajax. Foamy Cleanser. That's terrible, right?
These are so bad.
I know.
This is like one time someone said this. Like your friend Jeff was like, Ajax.
And they're like, I'm going to call it Ajax.
I'm going to put it on Wikipedia.
Yep.
Yeah, let's enter this.
Ace 8, Asterix and Obelix. Because Ace kind of looks like Asterix and the 8 looks like his chubby friend Obelix. Right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna stick in 5.
You got shit, don't fall for that. There we go.
That's £15, yeah.
So what's that? So that makes me all in.
Bar 1 white chip.
About 1 white chip.
Hope it's a good.
So he's got 25p.
I got 6, and then I got the 9.
I got a straight.
Yeah, I got the
So he's got straight but a low one.
Oh man.
No, bad luck.
That's done. Right, I got a dip.
That is brutal.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, so I'll
I
be
know you've
back
got some things to do.
for the closing segments. I don't know, when we go into the last kind of couple
The
of
last
hours,
leg,
I'll
yeah,
be back
yeah.
for that. But
Sweet.
right now,
Oh, hold down the fort, Tom. You know me.
I've got some backroom poker to go and deal
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Hopefully I've not been shot by them.